that I had for the Beer and S. Her name is Jackie Dodd, but goes by the Beer and S on Instagram, thebeerandS.com too. She cooks with beer. It's awesome. Hi, Jackie.
I do. Hi.
Now, let's talk about what we're making, and also, you know, the question from the studio is, how do we eat all this stuff and still maintain a dry January or those New Year's resolutions of where we're not drinking?
Well, I'm not a fan of dry January, but if you are, the great or terrible thing about cooking with beer, however you want to see it, is the alcohol does essentially cook off. Like, you cannot get drunk on beer brats no matter how hard you try, I promise.
Right.
There is some, so if anybody has kind of like a moral objection, you just let them know, hey, I beered up your food, just FYI. But you're not going to get drunk, I promise.
Well, there you go.
Unfortunately.
Well, or fortunately, yeah.
However you look at it.
And really good for us. So we're making beer brats. First step is?
The first step, so this, if you're tailgating or if you're having a party, I would do this the day before. All you need to do is stick them in a pan and pour in some beer. Look at that. And just let them boil until they're cooked.
Any kind of beer?
I like to use a lower hop beer. As much as I love hops, when they cook, they become incredibly bitter.
Okay.
So I like to use, this is an Elysian beer. It's they're the craft beer partner for the Seahawks, and they put out this great beer that's a really good, I call it a really good beer tub beer because it's lower in ABV, so you're not going to get like super drunk drinking it all day long.
Sure.
And it's got a really great flavor to it, so it's good for cooking the beer brats. Look for something that is a pale ale that's lower in hop character.
Got it. So once we get done boiling,
you're done, you can kind of save these in the fridge, save them for later. They're infused with a really nice beer flavor, but it's not overpowering.
And this is before.
This is before.
This is day of, after.
Day of, after they're all cooked.
Yep.
And you just stick them on the grill. I'm using a grill pan right now, but you can use just your regular, any kind of grill works. What you're really looking for is to get those nice, like, grill marked chars.
Yeah. And then what we can do is we can maybe make some beer chili next hour. Put chili on the beer dogs.
All kind of toppings for you guys.
So we're going to be on Facebook Live on the Q13 page with the Beer and S talking about how else you can cook with beer if you want to join us there. But for right now, I'm going to send it back into the studio. Travis, you want me to have one of these for you?
Yes, please.
I mean,
yes,
they
please.
look delicious.
They look fantastic.
With beer, I know we keep on saying it, but what other way to celebrate the Seahawks going to the playoffs than by cooking with beer? This is my friend Jackie Dodd. She goes by the Beer and S because she is a pro at cooking with beer. Last hour we made brats.
Yes.
We boiled them in beer.
We did.
Now we got to put a little chili on top of those brats, right?
Yeah.
Or just eat the chili on their own.
Or eat the brat on its own, but it's so good all together.
Oh, yes. Okay, where do we start?
So today we're going to be making one of my favorite chili topping kind of chili. So there's no beans in it.
Okay.
Which makes it perfect for a chili dog or just eating by itself. By yourself. I mean, you can do that too.
Yeah, I eat by myself all the time. I have no shame.
So we start with this machine slow cooks, sautés, and pressure cooks. But if you don't have that, you can do this on a stovetop. So all I'm doing right now is browning the onions and the red bell peppers that I have diced.
And we did put a little bit of olive oil in there too.
Yes, olive oil on the bottom. Get it hot. You guys know how to do that. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, you're giving me a lot of credit. I don't know how to do that, but anyway.
So one of my favorite meats to add to chili is a Mexican chorizo, which gives you this like really great kind of smoky, a little bit spicy, and you know I kind of let that brown for a little bit. And I also add some ground beef.
Now, where's the beer come into play?
The beer, well, you know, that's kind of the best part.
It is the best part, right?
When you get all your meats going, for this I like a stout. And one of the reasons I like a stout in chili is because stouts have these like deep roasty flavors to them. And that just goes really well with chili and with chorizo and with ground beef. So you kind of let that all kind of cook, and we're going to add some tomatoes in here too to give it like sort of that thick kind of tomato paste background flavors. And you're going to want to let this all slow cook for a little while. And if you have a slow cooker, just throw it all in the slow cooker for about an hour on low. It doesn't need a lot of time because the meat is going to cook pretty quickly.
Right.
You just kind of want to get all those flavors together. You can also put it on a pressure cooking setting if you have an Instant Pot. Pressure cook on high for about 20 minutes. And it should be this really great kind of a little bit creamy sort of chili that is
good to eat
Perfect
and taste.
on hot dogs, on brats.
And I like to put cheese on top of my chili and my dogs. And
Because you're smart.
yeah, thank you. The Baroness has a recipe that she has never unveiled before, one that is perfect and special for us. So we will show you that coming up at 9:20.